Right. Oops. Welcome, everyone, to our Mount Diablo Unified School District Governing Board meeting, October 13th, 2021. It is 4:15 p.m. and call this meeting to order. We'll begin with roll call. Vice President Mason. Here. Trustee Mayo. Here. Trustee McFerrin.
Here.
Trustee Nzewi. We are all here. I'm also present. Thank you. Okay, and the microphones are working. All right. So we'll begin with public comment for closed session. The public may address the board concerning items that are scheduled for discussion during closed session only. And comments on closed session are also received by email to boardcomments@mdosd.org. All right, so I think we have about 8 public comments. So we'll start with Marie Alvarado Gill.
Okay. Good evening, Board President Cound and members of the Mount Diablo Unified School District Board. I am Marie Alvarado Gil. I'm Regional Director for Rocketship Public Schools. And I'm here today to publicly thank and acknowledge Superintendent Dr. Adam Clark for his leadership in public education and partnership with the charter school community. The past 18 months of the COVID-19 pandemic has fueled a highly charged political landscape in public education. And it certainly has made the job of school leaders and their boards increasingly difficult. Dr. Clark has been a resilient leader throughout the pandemic, and he has continued to model ways to navigate this political ecosystem to best serve the kids and families of MDUSD. In a time where school administrators are scrutinized for pivoting from virtual school to classroom-based learning and introducing additional safety measures to protect our children and teachers, I am reminded of the wise words of Malcolm Gladwell. Truly successful decision-making relies on a balance between deliberate and instinctual thinking. Well, this is certainly the case with Dr. Clark. According to a new survey by the National Superintendent's Roundtable, many school superintendents encountered so much over-the-top rage amidst the COVID-19 pandemic that they wrestled with whether to continue in their jobs. Nearly 2/3, or 63% of respondents, said that they considered quitting their job during the 2020-21 school year. Today, the Mount Diablo School Board has the opportunity to celebrate Dr. Clark and underscore the critical acclaim of a seasoned school administrator. I have had the honor of working with Dr. Clark in 3 school districts throughout my career. I cannot say that we have always been on the same side of the issue, because clearly opening new charter schools has not been a popular item. But I will say this, in the past 5 years that we've sat across the aisle from one another, Dr. Clark has always led towards the North Star with fortitude and grace. With your reappointment tonight, I am humbled for the opportunity to serve alongside him for 5 more years. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Gerald Glasper, followed by Gloria Cifuentes.
Good afternoon, board. My name is Gerald Glasper. I've been working for Mount Diablo Unified School District for 38 years. I have never called in sick and missed a day. I base myself on responsibility and accountability. I knocked on the door of Mount Diablo and asked them for a job. So I've never thought that I had to come and attend a meeting, but things have gotten really out of hand for the custodians, for the kitchen workers and whatnot. So I thought that I just had to come and, voice my opinion. And I just stand in solidarity with not just the Teamsters, but with other unions. And I'm just looking forward and hoping that the board can come to a positive conclusion that can take care of the people who are holding up the district. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we have Gloria Cifuentes, followed by Teresa Burgum.
Good evening, board members and Dr. Clark. We have been asking for a raise now for several years. First and foremost, we have contributed to MDUSD image and standing in Contra Costa during the pandemic. When the order went out to shelter in place, MDUSD called for volunteers to support school sites. We answered that call. When we asked for a raise, why haven't you answered that call? Simply put, we are reliable. However, the cost of living increases yearly, and that too is reliable. While management awards themselves pay increases, we must continue to wait for a raise. How much longer must we wait after proving our dedication and service to you? Thank you.
Thank you. Teresa Bergens, followed by Denise Grady.
Hello, Board and Superintendent Clark. I just want to point out, if you guys would like, I have copies for you here. These are something that we presented back in 2018 to our negotiating staff with comparison salaries of Antioch, San Ramon, West County, and ourselves. Recently, we've been told, well, they don't matter. We have to compare ourselves to San Jose Unified, which I also added on here, although their information is very, very difficult to find out. It took a lot of work to do this because trying to find comparison, what they call elite at one district is something different, but I have copies of job descriptions, and to the best of my abilities, I'm comparing to them. What you'll notice on here is the increases from 2018 to 2020. And my understanding is that some of these, in fact, for the San Jose Unified, this is a 2021 figures that I have for them here. You'll see how it's increased, okay, for each year. You'll see that the only increases in Mount Diablo were the ones forced upon them by the state of California when minimum wage went up. The first time when it went up to $13, there was a little bit of adjustment in some of the other classifications and not in others. When it went up to 14, no adjustments whatsoever for people who had worked longer and in higher classifications were making the same as ones that were coming in board. On top of that, now we're hiring from the outside at $1 plus more than some people who have been with us for 3 years or more. That's a slap in the face. I mean, that is hurtful for people to, why would you stay? Something else that you notice in here that I actually don't have on this chart, and again, you can have these if you want, was that the value of long-term employees and how they are valued. The top pay, they have different steps, is quite a bit higher than our top pay. I also have the benefits because I know that's also, you have to compare that, the longevity, the medical, dental, and everything else. We're actually a little bit better than some, a little bit not so good with others. But something that's very across the board is that longevity. Not only do they give them more hours, some of our lowest paid employees, they're not just 2-hour employees, 3-hour employees. Some of them are 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. I'm out of luck. Anyway, if you would like those.
So we would like to see the charts, please. And if you did have a closing thought there, feel free to finish. Denise Grady, you can come on up. And after Denise will be Kenneth Olson.
Hi, everyone. I've never done this before, so please bear with me. I am a lead 3 food service worker at College Park. I've been there for 14 years. I've been with the district for 26. I just tendered my retirement papers this week. Part of the reason is I just don't feel we're being supported. They made mention of the fact of people making $15 an hour to come in when we have existing workers who are making $14, $11. They're putting postings out for assistant 1 jobs and assistant 3 jobs to come in at $14, $11. We've done away with our training program, which is something that I spearheaded and worked diligently on at my school, College Park, because there's no money. That we have over 35 openings in our department. Nobody is coming to work for us because they can go to McDonald's for 15. I'm sure you've heard this. Nordstrom's is paying 17 plus commission. We need to find a way to get them to stay. We came here, I came here because I was a mom and I wanted to be off with my kids. I've loved the district. Our director got over a $20,000 raise. How unfair is that to us? We are all working hard, very hard. I've been frontline doing it since day 1. I didn't take 1 day off when COVID hit. And we haven't had a raise since 17. We've been out of contract. What other business does this? I don't understand. What can we do as a department to help it better? We need you to be behind us. And by doing that, by increasing pay, wages, I feel very honored to have worked here. And I just wish the betterment for the next group. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Kenneth Olson, followed by Anthony Picciotto.
Okay. Dear Board President and trustees, as well as Dr. Adam Clark, my name is Kenneth Olson. I am the sole district locksmith. I'm here speaking to you all today to discuss the current state of the Teamsters negotiations and to express my frustration with the district and its negotiating team. Since June 30th of 2018, the Teamsters have been working on good faith without a contract. We also acknowledge since that time, the district has made several administration changes and we have all weathered through a pandemic. Since November of 2020, the current district negotiation team has been unwilling to provide all unions of MDUSD with a fair and equitable contract. The current offer from the district has been rejected by the Teamsters negotiation team and will most likely be rejected by all other unions as well. I'm here to ask the board president and the other trustees of the governing board to start asking the district negotiation team why they are unable to offer a fair and equitable deal, why a FCMAT report, which was commissioned by this governing board, has a whole section about collective bargaining that is marked no. Why question after question raised about economics at the negotiation table is left unanswered or is answered in the most untimely manner possible. Since I'm not privy to these answers, I'm left to only speculate that it's the inability of the district negotiating team to perform an essential job duty, and that is unacceptable. So I stand here today, together with other unions, in solidarity for a fair and equitable contract. Thank you.
Thank you. Anthony Picciotto, followed by Jim Cordes.
Just want to say welcome to the board and our superintendent. Thank you for this time. I'm a 15-year employee of the school district, as well as alumni of the school district, grandparents, children, everybody went to Mount Diablo. So I felt it was important to come today to just ask you for, like what everybody else is, a fair deal. The painters union, which I'm involved in as a painter for the school district, makes $46 an hour. I make 29. That's $17 difference. If we were to hire a contractor to come here and work for us, we'd have to pay them that wage. So I try to come to work and be happy and be excited, but it's really hard through these years when there's no money. I've taken on other jobs to try and feed my family, and I do what I have to do. I live in Pittsburgh in Bay Point, and so it's not like I live in, Walnut Creek or somewhere where I stay where I can survive. And that's why I said it's very important to come here today and show solidarity with everybody. So thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a tough decision to make, a lot of tough decisions. And I just hope that you guys make the right ones and look at the employees here. There's not many of us now. There's only 22 tradesmen down there, and they're not coming. And a lot of the people that are working here now they're just not trained properly. They're just newbies, and they need all that stuff. So thank you for your time. All right.
Thank you. And our last speaker is Jen Cordes.
Good afternoon, Board, Dr. Clark. I'm Jim Cordes, and I'm a district employee since 1994, and I'm a network technician for TIS. And my buddies are over there. The reason why I came up to speak, everybody else has been given their opinion about what's going on. I'm of the same opinion. I've been a union vice president for Local 1 years ago when Ron Hansen was around. I'm currently a shop steward for TIS and a negotiator. And speaking from the heart, what I've seen in negotiations, the word that I could see from the district side in all my experiences over the years is rigidity. And we try to bring a solution to some of our contract, well, to all the contract, but even the articles that are just language-based and not monetarily. There's a rigidity that comes from the district side saying, no, we want to change this, we don't want to change this. And it's like we can't make any progress. And so I came up here this afternoon to try to present to you, as others have, is that to have a fair and equitable contract and a win-win from both sides, there needs to be some movement on both sides. And the district is like pulling a freight train. And I've never experienced that before in all my 27 years here. And I just wanted to present to you my opinion about this, and we're all of the same mind here. We just hope that you will see some of this going forward, that we can come up with a fair and equitable contract. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, that concludes public comment. Thank you all for coming to speak. Our closed session agenda today, 3.1, is negotiations. The board may discuss negotiations or provide direction to its representatives regarding represented employees pursuant to Government Code Section 54957.6. 3.2, discipline, dismissal, release, or reassignment of public employee, Government Code Section 54957B1. 3.3 is existing litigation, conference with legal counsel pursuant to Government Code Section 5495669D, 2 cases. 3.4, existing litigation, conference with legal counsel, paragraph 1 of subdivision D of Government Code Section 54956.9, Mount Diablo Unified School District v. Clayton Valley Charter High School, Contra Costa Superior Court Case number MSC 15-00574, First Appellate District Case number A158195. 3.5, Public Employee Performance Evaluation, Superintendent pursuant to Government Code 54957. And 3.6, Public Employee Appointment, Employment, title superintendent. All right, with that, we adjourn to closed session and we will reconvene open session at 6 p.m.